So stock market, right? A lot of us don't understand it. Point blank. Period. I'm gonna give you a quick. Let me go back to the weed man. Let me go back to the weed man. The metaphor, right? All right. So, you got a stash. Your weed man got a stash, but your weed man is also good at putting out memes and doing commercials. He do commercials for weed in the area, and he said all the weed is bad. It's terrible. Prices go down, and then all of a sudden, when you start coming to him to get your weed, he told you the weed was bad, so you buying it at a discount, right? Yeah. But you don't know he got a stash over here. So once the prices go back up,
why don't you know?
Well, you ain't been paying attention.
Exactly.
Misdirection.
Exactly. Because the streets know.
Because the streets
got
know.
a stash.
Right. And so when the prices go back up and he's sitting on that stash and now you going back to him, he's made money off of you. So that's a loose metaphor for when I look at the stock market and I see him actively crashing, and I tell people, just in my limited knowledge, and this ain't stock advice, but history will tell you when it was one movie. What was The Inside Man? It said what yep,
Denzel and Chiwetel Ejiofor.
When it's blood in the streets,
yeah,
put your money in the stock market.
No question. Well, did you say last week you're going to buy some stock?
Absolutely.
That's unfortunate.
I'm just saying. Absolutely.
Why?
Because here's why.
Damn, these people ain't got nothing to eat. Let me make some money.
No, not even that. It's just, so from a mathematical standpoint, right? It dropped 10% or whatever the percentage was. This is just math. This is what they're doing. That's why I said they're not about to steal anything. They're actively stealing. So if I got 10 million and everything is all these numbers are in the basement, rock bottom, low price, this stock crashed, this one has never been this low in 40 years, da-da-da. If I got 10 million, I'm one of these big guys that disposable income, 10 million. I throw in 10 million, right? And I know the market's going to correct itself over time, weeks, months, whatever. Whatever percentage it corrects itself, that's how much my money expands. So they're stealing now. And more people are in on it than you think. Because all these people have access to this information, all these people at that level. But if I 10 million and the market expands by 10% next week back to normal levels, guess how much I made in a week?
Okay.
10%.
So you with them?
No, I'm not with them. I understand what they're doing. I understand it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if
you're gonna do it too.
Well, if there's a game to be played that I can play, and y'all playing it against me, hey, I want to play too.
White supremacy, white nationalism,
not that game.
Global capitalism.
It's a different game.
No, it's the same game.
It's
the same game. I'm sorry,
but so it's survival. It's survival. If I'm
okay, so now you're speaking like a hand-to-hand herb hustler, but you're behaving like you want to be a globalist.
No. It's understanding.
Because the herb hustler this is Donald Trump.
We can
right?
sit here.
Donald Trump the one selling the weed.
We can sit here on the sideline and complain and whine and what
the
is
sideline
doing?
Of what? Hand-to-hand herb hustler?
No, I'm talking about us, the community. Like
now we're out of the metaphor. Now we're talking about
actually. Now we're back in the real world.
No. We should follow the metaphor.
We could sit here and be like, nah, that's crazy. They're leaving us behind.
Or you can be like,
I see what you're doing. All right, I'm going to do it too. Because watch,
when
we do it, no. When we do it, they're going to stop.
No.
When we understand
it, then they got to leave us alone. That's how you get Stephen A. Smith talking crazy like he's going to be the president.
Nah, they would never leave us
alone. Oh, man.
No, but if the stock market is a vehicle for me to expand my wealth and survive amongst all this trickery that they're doing, all this deceitful, all this sinister acts that they're doing, then why wouldn't I? Why wouldn't I try to use that to at least create a safety net, at least create generational wealth for me while they're abusing me in public? They're flogging me in public. Why wouldn't I trade options and put long-term calls in? Why wouldn't I? If I can see it and understand it. It's for the people that don't see it and don't understand it, who they're hoping. Hey, don't look at the hand behind the under the table. You didn't. These aren't those droids. You know what I mean? Star Wars.
Right.
These aren't the droids you're looking for.
Yeah, but what was Obi-Wan Kenobi drawing on to be able to convince other people that they weren't the droids? The Force.
The Force.
There was something there.
Yeah.
In other words. There's nothing here in this. There's no, it's the illusion is that he could create that illusion because he was in control of something that actually existed, a power.
Well, he understood.
Okay, so if we use that metaphor, then the metaphor you use, then the force here we have is this kind of force of human belief, the need to believe. We can't imagine a world in which these people aren't our masters. Mm-hmm. If you did, you wouldn't talk like that. Whatever the game is, okay, so you believe the game master controls reality. Oh, absolutely. I'm not buying none of this dirty stock.
Hold on. I live in a world where I understand
it's uncomfortable.
That the system is the system.
Exactly. Your master developed the system.
I don't need him to be my master.
No.
I know what his system is.
When you said the system, you said my master.
Nah.
Yes.
Well, it's everybody's master.
Until it's not.
Well, as long as you're within the system.
Exactly.
And who ain't in the system? Who don't, unless you leave?
People who choose not to be. Paul Robeson. There's a price to pay. But then you're free.
I'm off the grid, but also
Are you off the grid? Sitting on Sirius, you on a satellite, and Sirius XM got a satellite with it.
As best as I can, but I also understand
It's not as best as you can.
I also, are you off the grid?
Absolutely not.
Right, but you understand the grid.
And I also understand that there is a grid.
Correct.
To use another metaphor of the Matrix, you gonna stay in that pod? As the man said as he ate that imaginary steak while his ass was hardwired, ignorance is bliss. No. I don't care if his steak isn't real. It tastes good to me now.
Yeah, I'm not that far.
Yes, you absolutely are. I know you don't want to leave. Another film that Lawrence Fishburne didn't die in was The Matrix.
Correct.
We got to get out of this Matrix. It is a Matrix. You know what I'm saying? Except unlike Lawrence Fishburne, I'm not looking for a white savior. I'm not looking for Keanu Reeves to come get me out of this Matrix. I can get out myself.
Jeez, who knows martial arts, by the way?